Welcome to Sovereign Temples. My name is Casey Christine, and I want to talk about the great shift that is currently upon us in terms of humanity waking up to its divinity, to its power. Everything is being really constructed by the matrix to have us in fear. And what is happening right now truly is a leap forward, and they are attempting to really make us think that everything is crumbling and that you have to be in fear around everything, from the air you breathe to the way that you have currency or support. They want you divided amongst your good brothers and sisters who truly want the same things as you, but they have created labels. But no one can do anything to us, right? If we really are stepping into our power, we are not going to fear AI. We are not going to fear the massive shifts in technology right now. All technology is a mirror for what the human mind is capable of. And I want to say that one more time. Everything in technology, with the AI, with everything, is a reflection of what the human mind is capable of. And depending on how much you're into really human DNA and stardust, humans are really such a mix of a lot of galactic DNA. And with everything speeding up in us being able to speed up in our consciousness, right? Nothing is faster than consciousness. And it really is all mirroring, but it's like, okay, well, how could I be in peace? I love that question. How can I be in peace around all of this transition, right? Because humans, we have developed centers to have us protect our bodies, right? Not our consciousness, but our bodies. And this whole nervous system is producing, it's a pharmacy, and it's producing chemicals constantly. And so, again, if we're receiving programming that we have to be in fear around everything versus being excited and willing to embrace this evolution in consciousness that's happening, that really is all about us remembering too oneness, right? And so I just wanted to have a discussion about how powerful your human mind is, and that is capable through the breath and through trance states and through going into meditation, that you can harness the divine mother of all life, the divine father of all life, where you originate from in terms of your consciousness, not your biological DNA, not galactic DNA. I am talking about the consciousness that creates all of it. And that is the source to go to embody your power, to embody your peace, and to use every single thing for you, and to be an empowered co-creator in this new era, as it is a time for leaders with beautiful hearts and pure intentions to rise and to create what they are here to create. So you have a calling, you have a blueprint, you have a fingerprint and a purpose for this time in consciousness here on planet Earth that also contributes to the entire cosmos. And if you're someone that's drawn to a channel like this, drawn to a discussion like this, to not answer that calling, to not say yes to your power source, to not allow your intelligence, you can call it AI, but to not allow your divine intelligence to work through you, to create through you, it will be very easy to feel uneasy about everything that's taking place globally. And so if you're someone who is tired of getting sucked in and caught up with the fear programming, you have to be relentless with your personal practice and what you are programming into your mind so that you can allow your mind to be empty, because it is a computer software, so that your heart can help you take your consciousness, right, to the divine. And then you will be able to have faith that all is well, it's all handled. I love, I was reading the Ecstasy of the Goddess, a book all around the holographic goddess and how, experiencing states of ecstasy in the present moment. And it's like, hey, take a day off of grid work and know that the cockroaches have it handled. And there was literally just a cockroach right before I started reading that. So I just started laughing at divinity orchestrating that moment for me where I was just like, oh yeah, nature has it handled. Nature has it handled. Technology is ultimately, yes, even a part of nature in terms of where humanity is going in consciousness. If you think about telepathy and the way that you can immediately reach out to someone and communicate, right? There's so much goodness when it comes to technology. And if they can get you fearing technology, then you're in a victim, powerless mode, right? Running that program. There are people that love the fear programming that have forgotten their own inner power source, so they seek to have power over others. But no one can have power over you if you do not allow it. And for me, I always know that I have caught a viral program based on how I feel. And then when I become a witness to my thoughts, this isn't about me speaking affirmations or, gaslighting myself, saying I'm not thinking what I'm thinking or feeling what I'm feeling. This is me being an honest witness to it, so I can do what? Take that viral programming out and reinstall through, the communion, through going into deep communion within and connecting back to my power source of the divine that offers such a remembrance. And then you come back into that power center and you're able to recollect yourself from a divine space versus a chaotic space. And that is what all of the beings that have traveled to planet Earth at this time deserve to be creating their creations from that place versus out of fear. If you truly believe that you are safe because no one can ever separate you from your divinity, if you truly believe that all of your power comes from within, then you never fear another being able to take power over you. If you truly believe that you are eternally free, no one can enslave you. And of course, it's like, oh, that's easier said than done. But once you really become a tuning fork, because you have been a diligent and willing student and initiate of communing with your higher self, you are able to really pick up on the frequencies that are not in alignment with the divine truth. And the divine truth is that you are a sovereign, divine being. You are connected to your higher self that is connected to your oversoul. There are different terms for this, Ka or Ba in the ancient Egyptian alchemy, right? Light body, the celestial soul, many different names, but all pointing to the same thing, is that we have these oversouls that are directly from the divine, right? From the holy womb. And then that projects into the light bodies, the higher selves, that are then orchestrating whatever forms we're taking, right? It is, there is a power that is beating your heart. And that is the power to come back into alignment with. That is the power to remember. And like the sun, to allow it to energize you, to nourish you. There is also the power, right, of the spaciousness in the air and the oxygen. And to come back into spaciousness is one of the most ecstatic, blissful things. If you haven't experienced it, I would invite you to set the intention to remember space and spaciousness within you. Quantum physics shows that we are majority space. And when you don't feel so bogged down based on viral programming, you start to remember how much space you have to create, how much space you have to be in communion with your higher self, with your celestial soul, with the Holy Mother, with the Holy Father. And man, the miracles that you start flowing into your life through a surrender, a simply surrender. It doesn't even require you to do anything. It's simply an allowing, a no longer blocking of your own power sources. And that is why I'm such a student of light body technology and how I can ground myself to the motherboard, Earth, so that I can actually begin to harness the amount of power that divinity is able to blast you with in terms of light matrices. DNA, actually, when you look at it, it has a ton of light. And I cannot think of anything more beneficial and worthy of one's time to begin to understand light body technology. It is a technology that you house within every cell of your body that connects you to the spiritual technology of your higher self, of your celestial soul, of the Holy Mother and Father consciously. We're always connected to it, but it's just how much do we want to cut ourselves off from it? And that is a free will choice. And it is not an overnight process, but it is a worthy pilgrimage to take, is to set out in how to surrender to deep states of communion, to begin to harness the technology that lives within you, that will never have you fearing any external chaos. And more of us are coming into contact with this light body technology. And it is my intention to really discuss the things that I know have assisted me in not short-circuiting. We're talking about an electrical current. We're talking about light. We're talking about a wiring, a neural network in our bodies that begins to harness more light. And it takes, yes, a lot of willingness and courage to be willing to live your life in a way that you have taken back all of your power and full responsibility, and you're learning how to conduct high levels of light. It takes an insane amount of grounding, water. It takes a lot of water. It takes a lot of movement of energy and receiving the support from Gaia, a lot of it. And I just want everyone to know that you're not alone. There's so many of us that are activating our light body technology that are fully aware of the shift that is happening right now at lightning speed, and that we're excited about it. Like, the crazier that I see it gets, the more excited that I am, because I'm like, this is it. This is the great consciousness making itself known to us again by offering us so many opportunities to have the perspective of what it is like when we choose to give our power away versus what it is like to take back all of our power. And there are so many that are such beautiful souls that are birthing so many sovereign solutions. And if you are listening to this, you are one of those people, and you have those sovereign solutions in you to begin to live a joyful, happy, peaceful, prosperous life without any external needing to change. And you will create that for yourself in your own life. And then that becomes a way shower for others. So keep the faith, hold the faith that you are exactly right where you need to be for your greatest human potential to come through. Set some intentions for yourself in order, whatever obviously your intentions are, but I would definitely encourage the intention of, getting to know your higher self, setting the intention, higher self, I have an intention to really get to know you and to be conscious and aware of you. And to set an intention to start to see the elements as conscious beings to work with you in form. So earth, air, space, fire, and water, those are conscious beings in divine service to humanity that you want on your team. Yes, you do. And to set the intention to get to know your spiritual technology. I call that light body technology. And to set the intention to learn how to surrender to the divinity that you are always connected to, and setting the intention to become aware and conscious of any ways that you may be blocking it. To set the intention to be aware of any viral programs, to set the intention to love. Is really, that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, it's still just love. Love is literally all that's real. That's it. Everything else has been creations of a collective mind. Some maybe miscreations or unintended or good intentions gone bad, right? But I don't even look at that anymore like that. I'm like, no, we have all collectively created everything so that we could what? Play the game of remembering that nothing outside of us has power over us. That nothing, no one has power over you. Thoughts can crystallize. Your feelings really let you know what thoughts you're having. And so to, again, just start setting the intentions. You know, a book I highly encourage is The Power of Intention by Dr. Wayne Dyer. And intention has the power to create miracles in your life. And that is enough. It is enough to simply set intentions. Write them down, see them. You don't even have to worry about the how. The intention will begin to move you when you hold that intention and that thought of having that intention long enough. You'll begin to manifest the opportunities for in your daily choice to line up with that intention. So do not be in any fear around externals. Take a breath whenever it starts to feel heavy. Take a day to not be on technology at all and to read something that you find holy and sacred that assists you with what? Communion. Communion with who? Your higher self, your soul, divinity. And that communion will give you your power back when you've noticed you've given it away. And I speak of this because I am an initiate. And I notice based on, oh my gosh, I'm really feeling this. And I start to witness what I'm thinking. And I'm like, yeah, I've given my power away. I am running these programs that are not true. And then I make a choice to do whatever it is that I need to do, pull from whatever tool I need to pull from all these years, right, of being in spiritual development, of what I really have to do to come back into that center of peace. And so I'm excited to be on this journey with so many fellow beings of love and pure intention. This is our time. Stars shine the brightest in the darkest hour. And those who are willing to shine their Christ light in these hours are going to create the Milky Way. So even though it may be dark in many, many places and all around, you allow yourself to go into your dark spaces and places, which will always help you shine brighter in your own life, in your personal relationships, in your work, in your family. And that gets carried out into the collective. So let us all take a breath and remember that we were born for such a time as this. All my love and light. Namaste.